Hello everybody, my name is Mitch. I'm the owner of Mitchell's Auto Upholstery here in Arlington Heights, Illinois. And I've been asked by Motorworks of Barrington to help them restore the 1972 Porsche 911T that they are entering into the Porsche dealership show. I have taken apart the seat. Just show you the front seat. This is the front seat cushion pan and the spring frame. What happens is the spring frame fits in here. There is a burlap liner that I will put down in here and wrap it around this spring frame so that when I put the spring frame in there and secure it with the flanges onto the pan, you won't get any squeaking when you're sitting in the car where the metal would squeak against the metal. So I've taken all that apart and I've already cleaned up and refinished this pan that was slightly rusted. What I did was I just cleaned it and I sprayed it with a rust emulsifier, which will prevent the rust from continuing and also take any rust that's there and emulsify it to the point where it'll basically, according to the product, goes back into metal, and we won't have a problem in later years of that happening where the rust may come through the frame or anything like that. This wasn't really bad, but it's something I like to do when I have it all apart. Because I have it all apart, it's just one extra thing. Another thing that I like to do with these old vehicles that have coil springs is when you sit in the spring frame, you feel like you're on a washboard. You're just kind of sailing around real bad. And what I do is I had a company, a large foam company, custom make these foam tubes for me out of a dense foam. And I take these tubes, I take some scrap canvas, and I wrap the foam tubes. The purpose of wrapping these foam tubes with this canvas is that the spring frames are pretty thin, and with the constant use and flexing, the spring frame coils can cut into the foam and you're going to lose what you were trying to accomplish. So I just take these, I wrap them in the canvas, which is going to protect them, and then I just carefully push them down into each coil that I want to put them down into, which is going to stiffen up the frame. What I want to do is I just want to get the foam, I want to leave it a little topped off so that there'll be some initial pressure when I put the foam pad over it that the seat cover is actually going to form to. What it'll do is it'll just give an initial push down, and what that does is it prevents the foam pad from actually pushing down too, which will give it a little bit more stiffness. So you can see that I have it down all the way to the bottom. And what I'm going to do here is I like to put two in the corners, each corner, and then skip one and put them in the front. That'll prevent this from waffling down and keep this firm. I don't want to put them all the way around. This particular frame is in really good shape. It does have some good stiffness to it. And I don't want to take away the comfort of the seat, the softness of the seat. I just want to take away the washboard feel so that when you're turning corners, it doesn't feel like you're going to slide and fall off the seat or fall into the door. So I just taken, like I just did to that one, and just keep going. Just keep going around. Like I said, I like to put two in the front corners to give it a little bit more stiffness in the corners, and then skip every other one in the front. Again, the reasoning for that is not to take away the comfort of the seat, but to give it some firmness. And again, leaving it a little bit higher so when I put the foam pad on, the foam pad is actually going to push it down and it'll take away that initial softness, which is going to give it a whole lot better feeling.